I was just taking my daughter to the park when I saw her. My terrifying CEO, dripping sweat, looking vulnerable, almost human. Before I could say hello, she grabbed my arm and whispered something that froze my blood. "Pretend you're my husband, and I'll promote you." I blinked. Did she just bribe me with a promotion for lying? And why the hell was she asking me of all people? That moment changed everything. My career, my life, maybe even my heart. It was a Saturday morning, one of the rare calm ones, and I was pushing my 5-year-old daughter, Emma's, stroller through Riverside Park. The air smelled like wet grass and roasted coffee drifting from the cafe nearby. My life had become a constant juggle of spreadsheets, school lunches, and trying to look alive at Monday meetings. Being a single dad wasn't easy, but it had its moments, like Emma's sleepy smiles and her insistence that her stuffed bear, Captain Fluffy, needed his own seatbelt. I worked as an analyst at Hartwell & Co., a mid-sized marketing firm with a CEO so fierce she could probably intimidate a bear. Ms. Cassandra Vale, mid-30s, sharp suits, sharper tongue, and a reputation for turning every crisis into gold. To me, she was the woman whose emails could ruin my entire weekend. That morning, though, I wasn't thinking about her. I was thinking about Emma's birthday cake and whether my bank account could survive it. Then I saw her, jogging down the path in sleek black leggings, earbuds in, hair tied back, was Cassandra Vale herself. The woman never looked anything less than boardroom perfect. But this was different. She looked human, sweaty, flushed, and slightly panicked. She stopped when she saw me, eyes widening as if I'd caught her committing a felony. "Mr. Reed?" she gasped, breathing hard. "From finance?" I froze. Yes. "Hi, Miss Vale." She looked around like she was being chased. Then, to my shock, she grabbed my arm. "I need your help," I blinked. "With what?" A tall, silver-haired man in a tailored coat was striding toward us from the cafe. Cassandra's face drained of color. She hissed, "That's my ex-fiancé. He's a venture capitalist and an egomaniac. He can't know I'm single. Not after what he said." I stared, dumbfounded. "So what do you want me to do?" "Pretend you're my husband," she whispered, eyes darting to Emma. "And I'll promote you." My brain short-circuited. "What? Just please," she said through clenched teeth. "Smile. Look affectionate. Be convincing." Before I could even process, the man arrived. "Cassandra," he said smoothly. "Didn't expect to see you here." Her hand shot to my shoulder. "Evan, fancy seeing you." "Oh, have you met my husband?" She smiled tightly. "This is Thomas." I almost choked. "Husband?" The man raised an eyebrow. "You're married?" Cassandra tightened her grip on my arm. 5 years. Emma, bless her tiny, unpredictable soul, chose that moment to pipe up. "I'm 5 too. Daddy says I'm his boss at home." Evan looked momentarily convinced. Cassandra smiled, and for a second, I saw relief flicker behind her eyes. The next 5 minutes were a blur of forced laughter, awkward small talk, and me pretending to be the devoted spouse of the woman who once scolded me for using the wrong font in a presentation. When Evan finally left, Cassandra exhaled. "Thank you," she said quietly. I nodded, still stunned. "So, about that promotion?" Her lips twitched. "You'll have to earn it, Mr. Reed. But I'll remember this." The following Monday, she called me into her office. My heart thudded like a drum. She was back in her power suit, cool and unreadable. "Mr. Reed," she said, "about Saturday." I winced. "Look, I won't tell anyone." "Good." She paused, then smiled. "A real one this time. You handled yourself well. I could use someone with that kind of composure. How do you feel about a team lead position?" My jaw dropped. "Are you serious?" "Don't make me repeat myself," she said, but there was warmth in her voice. As I left her office, a ridiculous grin spread across my face. Emma would get that birthday cake after all. Weeks passed. Cassandra and I began to work closely, sometimes too closely. Late nights turned into quiet laughter, strategy meetings into shared glances. I'd catch her looking at me when she thought I wasn't watching, and for the first time since my wife passed, something in me stirred. One evening, after another long day, she stopped me by the elevator. "Thomas," she said softly, "next time, maybe don't just pretend to be my husband." And for once, I didn't know whether to laugh or hope.